Are you getting visuals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What you seeing?
A usual. Okay, I'm in the top level. And I'm not sitting anywhere. I'm actually just standing, you know, on the side wall.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looking down at the stage. I see you talking at the podium. You're like, as you're talking to me.
I'm at the
You're
podium.
Yeah, you're at the podium. Which is on that side, the right side. If I'm facing the stage, and I don't know what that movie's called. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite. You know the part where he has his hands in his pockets and he's doing the dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Azul was doing while you were talking. He was doing the Napoleon Dynamite dance. I saw it, and then he like, I don't know why, and then he like turned and then meshed into the blob energy. But I saw him as an individual, like an individual energy.
But he meshed back into the Light Council.
Yeah.
So you're in the amphitheater again.
It looks like a different one, but I'm here.
Huh.
It's just a different one. I don't know where we are. Maybe we're at Radio City Music Hall.
Is that what it feels like?
Yeah, it feels like more like a singing type star artist type of place.
Yeah, that's
This is just bringing us to different theaters.
I'm going to ask that they calm down the energy because the static is starting again. If they can please calm that down a little bit.
Empty. It's empty though. No more star-studded cast here. It's just us here.
And who else? Who's on the stage?
Well, you were at the podium, but now all of a sudden you're like right next to me. Right there. My left. Yes, we'll go have a seat.
Yeah, let's have a seat. Where are we gonna sit?
I like the front rail. It's usually the best seats. You see everything there. From there. At least you could lean forward if you want. You don't have to worry about who's in front of you. Put your feet up. You're not going to kick anybody. No one's behind us anyway. I mean, there's no one here.
Okay. Let me know when you found a seat.
It smells kind of musty.
It smells musty.
Yeah.
An old building.
It feels old. Creaking floors. Okay.
This is all ready to speak.
Yeah, he just like yelled at me like, "Are you ready? Are you like you're comfortable where you are?" Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to ask that you can be mindful of your microphone rubbing on your shirt there. Maybe you can hold it in your hand instead.
Okay, hold on. Good?
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Okay. Okay, is Azul gonna step in?
Very bouncy energy. Yes.
Hello there.
Hello. I'm
Thanks.
working with the acoustics.
Oh, okay. So I heard that you wanted to speak with us tonight.
Yes. It's been a
Mm.
while.
Mm-hmm.
We're recording.
We're recording.
All right. All right. So, well, first, thank you for joining us today. Um, yeah, I don't really have anything particular to say, but I mean, I just wanted to see if Karen would be up for it. Obviously is. And yeah, so here we are. I think it's January 31st today. How did that year feel?
Well, so far it's been intense.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
did you learn anything?
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Great. Mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So with this ascension, are these energies actually, is this ascension speeding up?
Well, this is the whole thing, okay? We
Okay.
are just blasting everybody and hoping it's going to make an effect. The whole population is getting affected by it. So either way, people are getting stirred, you know. Those that are aware of the energies are really feeling it. But, you know, we encourage them to just allow everything to just pass through and just understand on a greater level that whatever you're feeling that is, you know, feeling really intense, it's not yours, because we're affecting everybody. So, I mean, when we affect everybody, you're feeling, you know, the effect of everybody's crap just coming out. We're just kind of brushing, you know, when things are just at the surface, we're just kind of brooming it out. And then all the people that are like aware of the energies and feeling like that intensity, oh yeah, you're feeling it from everybody else's crap.
So we're feeling the collective consciousness.
Oh yes. So just remind yourself about that. It's the collective consciousness. It's not yours. You've done a lot of the work in last year, 2019. Now, new chapter, you know, we've transitioned. You know, when I said, I go, what do you want to bring into 2020? You brought what you needed to bring in 2020 to prepare yourself for having to carry the rest of the collective again, because now we are just throwing it there. We're not accelerating the process, but it is part of what is supposed to happen. It's just manning up, leveling up, new year, new fucking game. This is what's happening. So yeah, everybody's getting affected by it, whether they feel it on a conscious or subconscious level.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing. Like the people that are unaware of it are being really stirred up and then affecting the people around them that are aware. Like
Mm-hmm.
in the actual physical reality, they're getting like the blowback of all of the unconscious people that are being affected by these energies. And
Yes.
then,
So people
yeah,
have to be a little patient with that, and knowing that it is a level up. You know, you can't stay stagnant and be like, okay, we're going to hold the collective and the light. No, we're leveling up. You're going to have to carry more now. So yes, it's a big responsibility for the people that are aware. It is. But you guys signed for it, so you know, what can I tell you? It's just part of what's happening. Like, we're all ascending together in different levels, whether it's really like getting just a little bit of the parasites brushed off of them, to the ones that are really aware and ready for the shifting of everything. Everybody's shifting. So as we're shifting, you're going to be carrying more. But I think once you hold that awareness, it's going to be a little easier, because you were so, you know, you guys didn't know this in 2019, right? You didn't
yeah,
really, I mean, you know, it's going to be easier, but just know you're holding more. You're going to keep holding more and more and more. But it's going to get easier because everyone's getting lighter and lighter, right?
So we're holding more, but it's going to get easier because everyone's getting lighter.
Yes. Remember, removing all the crap. Just
Can you just maybe hold that microphone or something? Thank you.
happy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you're saying that it's not really getting more intense, we're just holding more.
Yes, you're holding more. But you know, you're going to have to be able to see, like, you know, as everyone is shifting, to always be able to be conscious of taking a step back and seeing everything from a further point, not from a close up. So if you're feeling like irritated or angry, it's going to happen. It's not yours. It's really not yours. Like, if it is yours, it's really like 5% yours. The rest, it's everybody else's.
When you say not yours, you mean people that have like done the work to clear themselves.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're talking about unconscious people. 95%, you know, like the unconscious people that are not aware of themselves or whatever, because they're getting stirred. We're just stirring them up just so that they can release. It's, you know, removing the steam, letting it go, so that when they come in and you feel that, you know, you're feeling that irritation or annoyance or whatever, it's, yeah, most of it's not yours.
Yeah, yesterday was a really irritating day. It's just that the energy felt so weird. What was happening then?
What was happening then? It's the same. It's been the same for the whole month.
Yeah.
People are feeling it in different waves, depending where you are in the world. You know, different places geographically are feeling it, depending on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Karen too has been feeling it real bad. Like, I think it was like the first time in a really long time she was feeling like extremely like under the skin, like, oh my God, I want to kill someone type. But yeah, she was able to just like step back and be like, well, is it mine or not? And it wasn't. It was somebody else's. So,
Yeah. I've
pretty
been
much it.
feeling
Like, once you get over like, or that knowing, it's gonna be easy. Like, you're just gonna be like, okay, like, I know it's not mine. It's gonna pass, and I'm purging it for the greater good of all. And yeah, she's purging a lot. I mean, it's hard. Like, everybody's purging.
Yeah.
For everybody else, it just seems like everybody's just throwing it on you guys. Like, here, take it, purge it, because you can. It's easy because it just rubs off your back and it's gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Doesn't
how
stick. Go ahead.
how can we do it? How can we make it easier on ourselves? Is there anything we can do?
Nothing that you're not already doing. I mean, we prepared you from last year to now. So, you know, everybody's on their own different paths, and doing different things. You know, everybody's just doing their thing, and it's going to be, you know, easier because once you see yourselves as, like, you know, all enmeshed together, you know, not unhealthily enmeshed, but I mean enmeshed together, that you're there for a greater, you know, transition. It's yeah, it's going to be smoother than it was when you weren't aware of it, of what was happening. Because, I mean, if you compare yourself to when you found out that you had that responsibility of anchoring the light and holding all the light for everybody, you know, it was just kind of like, what the hell? But then you did it and it was fine because you accepted it. When you accept it, you're not resisting it. It just is what it is.
Right.
You're doing it without even realizing it. And so, like, when you do feel like the, you know, the density flowing through you, and you just have to hold that higher knowing that it's not yours, and you're just allowing it to pass through like anything else, and it'll be fine.
Any advice for the people out there that are really feeling it, that maybe like stuff is being stirred up within them to be brought to the surface and healed? You know, people that are just kind of starting out on this path and haven't
Well,
done the work yet.
well, just to know that they are exactly where they need to be, and not to resist those feelings that are coming through. Also holding the knowing that they are supported and loved by their teams, their guidance, their angels, their whoever, spirit animals.
Their
Everything
galactic
is,
family.
yeah, everything is there, and we're holding space for them to purge, and to know that they're safe and loved, and to embrace their 3D avatar. You know, this is the beautiful part, and learning that they're shifting. It's all there to shift, to get out, because when they feel it and it's really out there, that means that it's on its way out. It's not going to stay. It's on its way out. And even though it might feel like it's a long process, like, don't worry about it. Just trust that you're loved, and love yourself through it, for and hold compassion for yourself to allow it to pass through. And that there are good days, if you can get into your body, be present in that moment, you can create peace just in that moment. And knowing that you can create the peace, you're already embodying that, that powerful self, who you are, to make that loving environment for yourself. So just know, like, you can feel that it's not a separation, but I mean, like, to know that those emotions are not always yours to keep. They're there to be acknowledged, but to be transmuted, so that you can hold more peace.
Yeah, I think a lot of people beat themselves up when they start feeling things like irritation and anger, and
Yeah, they need to get used to these feelings, and holding it just as much as they hold the higher vibrational feelings, like emotions of happiness and love. Because you'll never know the vibration of love, peace, and prosperity, kindness, everything like that, unless you have really felt the bottom of the barrel stuff. You'll never know the two extremes unless you felt the two extremes. How they're there to accentuate the other. So when you can feel that hard pain and sorrow, you can only imagine what the other extreme is that's waiting for you to feel, just by allowing yourself to let go, and to be strong enough to push through it.
and to accept what you're feeling in the moment without beating yourself up for it, and knowing
Mm-hmm.
that it's on its way out and it's a
Yeah,
good
it's
thing.
temporary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think of it like birth. It's on its way out. Can't go back in. It's out.
Well, we are birthing a new reality.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
Yeah. So, what can we expect for February?
Well, I think once everybody was stirred in January, it's going to be the usual up and down. It really depends on your state of being each and every day. So what can you expect? You can expect, like, anything else. I mean, you can't really predict, but you can at least hold yourself accountable for whatever comes through. And again, creating your own reality through that moment to moment, in that presence, and just accepting it for what it is, however it presents to you. Yes, there are going to be good days and there's going to be bad days, but again depends how you are inside. If you're solid inside, then you're going to have no problem facing the bad day. It's probably not even going to be that much of a bad day. Energies are going to be passing through as usual, but just knowing, again, not obsessing or again, yeah, like you said, beating yourself up over it, knowing that it's happening for the grander scale of the masses to wake up and to shift. So I think, which is quite funny to me, was everybody was expecting like 2020, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great and easy. Okay, well, and then January came and beat everybody up. Everybody got beaten up in January. It's not just you, it's not just her, it's everybody. Everybody got beaten up in January. And I think now in that understanding, like, or at least now you're understanding what's happening. Everyone's leveling up. So therefore we have to level up the way that we handle it, not to be so arrogant and confident. But, be humble in it. February's going to come and it's going to get easier as it goes. And then you guys are going to find yourself in December again and saying, yeah, 2021 is the year. Yeah, it's always the year. Just know that we're all moving together and we're all working hard on the other side and here in the physical of trying to make the transition as smooth as possible. Yes, it's going to be heavy at times, just like any other day. Everyone's going to have ups and downs. People have good days and bad days. It's the same. But again, it's just a reflection of what is going on inside them. And yeah, holding that knowing again that we're all transmuting and allowing all the densities to pass through. Everybody's in labor pretty much. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much more to say. It's just going to get easier when you can let go and just allowing yourself to be, just ride the wave as it comes. There's no really prediction. It's really just holding, again, opening up to more compassion, opening up to more love, being yourself, and knowing that everybody's on their own journey and getting to where they need to get, and wherever they are or wherever they're landed right now is where they have to be.
Yeah, everybody's at a different place in their awakening. Everyone's at a different place.
Everybody is not in the same place. It's really just how willing are you to do the work and to really feel the feels. How human do you really want to be?
I heard that the energy for 2020 was going to be like a roller coaster, and so far that's what it feels like. And you just talked about like the ups and downs.
You're right, but that's any year.
Yeah,
there's ups and downs in any year. Every time, like there's not really much of a change. It's just that we hold this illusion or thought that it's going to be better. I'm going to be more ready. So it's just like holding this expectation. It's the same. It's all the same.
Yeah.
There really is no difference. It's just that we are shifting, and it's just different. It's a different way, but technically it's all the same. We have to get here. Ups and downs to get here.
Any advice for the people like just waking up? I know they can have a really hard time.
Buckle up. No, it's yeah, it is a hard time. It's always a hard time, but really genuinely ask yourself, are you ready? Are you really willing to get down and dirty within yourself and just hold space for yourself and love yourself there? Are you willing to be that somebody for yourself without having to depend on anyone outside of you? Can you be that person? Because now is really the time where you're gonna have to just depend on yourself, not anyone else. That's the hard lesson. Yes, you know, we do come to earth to connect with others, which is a great way, but what it all comes down to at the end of the day is you by yourself. You got to live with yourself. So you got to love that person who you're going to be with time.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing.
It's
You
the
got to
most,
really like yourself.
yeah. It's the most
Learn to like
important.
yourself.
But it's the hardest for a lot of people to learn to love themselves. Do you have any advice on how to do that?
Any advice on how to do that? It's everybody is just on such different paths, and I'm seeing like different, you know, like the extreme cases where people are really like at the bottom and really cannot stand themselves, to the people who are just like just a little change in perspective and they're just like, you know what, yeah, I am cool. I am
Yeah.
awesome, you know.
Yeah.
So I think the one thing that people really need to hold on to is, to the very least, just hold on to that image of themselves, or the image of who they wish for them to be, and to paint that picture for themselves, and to really create that person who they wish to be, who they want to be, how they want to think, how they want to love, how they want to, you know, their surroundings, and learn to love that version of themselves. Maybe that'll motivate them to just start to see the potential within, because if they want to be this person, they're going to have to love who this is right now to get there. The ultimate goal really is just to love themselves and to hold space for themselves so that they can shift to be and align to be that person.
Right, because it's really hard to get there, to be the person you want to be when you're hating yourself. It's much
Right.
easier to align with the best and highest version of yourself when you love yourself
Yes.
into that person
Yes.
that you want to be.
Yes. And then just knowing, here's like the kicker, it's just like there is no separation between you and that person that you want to be. So you could be exactly that. And so
Right.
just to know that, maybe it will motivate them to, again, hold compassion for yourself, and to know that you are where you need to be, whether you've chosen a very hard life versus not so hard life. Really depends on your perspective of things, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, thank you for that. Anything else you want to share with us?
It's a beautiful year, a really, really beautiful year ahead, and it's really exciting actually to see everybody starting to illuminate, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. People are being illuminated and waking up more. They're starting to believe more in things that they were once not believing in. So whatever that is, you know, I don't really particularly have an example, but I mean, like, it's happening. Something's just clicking inside without any reason for it to. It's just clicking. Because they're just purging like all the parasites outside, you know, like the superficial parasites outside of them. So it's like they're starting to remember things. Things are starting to make, you know, the truth is starting to get through and cut through that wall. It's happening slowly.
Beautiful.
Slowly but surely. Yes.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much. I don't really have any other questions.
All right. It's okay. Can do this again. Meet at another theater, perhaps, or you know, maybe outdoors somewhere. I don't know, wherever you want.
Sure. Okay.
Make that intention. I'll meet you there.
All right. Sounds good.
Blessings to all.
Thank you. And thanks for speaking with us tonight. We appreciate you and we love you.
Love you too.